Welcome to the Classy Career Girl podcast. I'm your host, Anna Runyon, founder and CEO of Classy Career Girl, one of Forbes' most influential career sites. This is a podcast for a community of women who want to turn their passions into work they love. You'll learn how to become happy, successful, and balanced with class, skill, and style. We believe that you can create your future. So stop delaying your great life. Go put yourself out there. You can have your great life and career right now. Hey everyone, welcome to the Classy Career Girl podcast. I'm Anna Runyon, and today we are going to be talking about committing to your goals. And in this episode, I'm going to share a story of how I made the commitment to launch my dream career, and it's going to really help you get into the right mindset to launch your dream career or business too. So the big overarching concept that I want to talk about is I want you to make your goals a non-negotiable. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You are going to make those goals happen. And this is hard because a lot of the times when we're talking about goal setting, when we're dreaming our dreams, when we're doing our vision boards, you're thinking, oh, it would be really nice to reach this goal. And yeah, in the dream world, I would make this happen, or it would be really nice to do this. And my dream would be this, but we don't always make it a non-negotiable. Maybe you think that will work for someone else, but not for me. Or maybe you think, I don't have the time to make that dream happen. Or what about this one? Have you ever thought this? I don't have the experience to make that dream happen. Now, all of those are kind of excuses, right? Because if you make your goal non-negotiable and you commit to your goal, it doesn't matter how busy you are. You're gonna find the time, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. It doesn't matter if you don't have the experience. You're going to get the experience. You're going to build up your skills, and you're going to improve your mindset of believing that you can make that dream happen. It's not just for other people to accomplish their goals and their dreams. If you make it a non-negotiable, you're going to make that dream happen too. So let me tell you a story, because I haven't always made my dreams non-negotiable and been completely committed to my goals either. So I'm obviously a career coach, and I've been doing this for 10 years, but my life wasn't always happy and my career hasn't always been good either. I didn't know what I should be when I grew up either. And in 2010, I was in Seattle for a vacation from work, and it was a really pivotal trip for me. I'll tell you why in a sec, but I worked so hard at that time. I had a lot of stress. I was a consultant at a company called Booz Allen Hamilton. I worked there for 8 years, and I was very, very overwhelmed. I dreaded Mondays, and this was kind of around the 2008 recession. After that 2008 recession, my exciting job turned into a miserable job. There were layoffs, there were decreased budgets, and there was a lot more stress doing 4 people's jobs all by myself. I remember one time I was doing all 4 people's jobs, and my client, it was just not a good work relationship, and it was not a good work environment for me. And I was just working so many hours, and I was totally burnt out. And at that point, I really, really hated my work. But I needed the paycheck because we had to pay off the cars, we had to pay off the mortgage, we had to pay off the furniture. It was crazy. We were living in debt. And I knew at that time, I had more potential, and I knew I had more purpose in my life. My life was not meant to be sitting in a cubicle all day, crunching numbers, being yelled at by boss and clients. And at that time, I was using the excuse. I had not committed to my goals. So my excuse was I did not have the time. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up, and we were drowning in debt. And I wanted that status of working at that big fancy consulting job. My parents were super proud of me. I had a great job from the outside, but from the inside, I was secretly miserable. And at that point in time, my husband and I had tried for a year to have a baby, and we were not getting pregnant. So I kept thinking about how my work life was not going to be good for when I was a mom someday. And I literally would work from sun up to sundown. But in the back of my head, I knew I wanted to be a mom, and I knew that this was not the right thing for me to be doing when I hopefully would become a mom someday. But I felt like there was no way out. And literally sometimes I would go to my car and I would cry during my lunch break. I remember some Sunday nights I would cry, driving into work, I would cry. But at that time, I just did not know what I was good at. I did not know what my dream career even was. And here's where this comes into play about committing to your goals, because my breakthrough came when I was at my rock bottom. I was in a hospital at midnight after that wedding in Seattle. I just found out I was pregnant a couple days earlier, and that had obviously made me the happiest I had ever been because we had been trying for over a year. And until I was no longer pregnant, I had my first miscarriage in that hospital. And when the doctor told me, I said the most irrational thing ever. I said, I hate my job. I need to quit. And that's crazy that I was thinking about my job and quitting my job at this time when I was at my rock bottom. But I will tell you that was my commitment. And that is when I finally made that commitment, and I finally made it a non-negotiable, because I did not want to continue with my life right then. Like, nothing was going right. I was miserable. I was not taking care of my health or my body. And now I was at that rock bottom. My dreams were just kind of like going up in flames. So why the heck was I talking about work when I had just lost a baby? That was really the breakthrough. I needed to realize that this path is wrong. I needed a change. I needed to make a commitment to change my life, no matter how hard it was going to be. And for a lot of you, you are having that wake up call right now. There is so much happening in our world right now. This is the wake up call. This is the rock bottom. And I really want you to realize that. I created that new opportunity, that new plan for my life, even though I felt like I was at that dead end and I had nowhere to go, because I knew that there had to be some reason, some purpose to those unexpected and really, really hard life events. And I knew I needed to make more impact. So I just focused at that time of just helping one person every day. I discovered I loved teaching, but as I had made that commitment, that allowed me to then every single day pursue that goal. And so it started with a commitment. I made that decision. Once I started to see what I was enjoying doing, I started to do more of that every single day. And I really went on a journey to discover more of myself and more of what happiness was for me in my personal life and also in my career, what career fulfillment was for me. And I literally had that point of no return on that hospital bed. I was not going back to my old way of life and staying stuck any longer. Although I was grieving my first lost baby, I made a decision to make a change and keep moving forward. And it felt so good to finally be on that right path of my dreams and actually taking action towards my goals. So you may not be at rock bottom like I was in the hospital. You also might not even hate your job, but you might feel like you're never going to reach your full potential. You may be worried you're no longer challenged in your current role and you're starting to feel stuck. You may be realizing that you aren't making enough money to support your family and you have no idea what steps to take first. Maybe you're just a big confused mess. And really the first step is making a commitment. Just saying you are going to do this. This is a non-negotiable. No matter what, you are going to make that dream career happen. So that's what we're talking about today. That's my story of that commitment. Like, that is my never going back commitment of making a change in my life. And this is a really big topic. And so I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to make a commitment, to make that mental commitment that you want to make change happen in your life and that you want a new career. Even today, like every single morning, I read my commitment. And the last podcast, we talked about your one thing and narrowing down what your vision is, what your goal is, where you want to go with your career and your life. And so I read that one thing every day. Like, that is my commitment, where I am headed, where I am going. I'm reminding myself even today, like where I want to be in 5 to 10 years. And so, my commitment, it says I have decided that blank, what I'm going to do by this date, and I will have blank. And I read that every single morning to remind myself what that commitment is, what that vision is, what that one thing is, where I'm headed, and the direction that I'm going. And now I believe I can and I will. And those are really important words too. It's not the January 1st setting our goals saying, gosh, but it would be really nice to do blank in 2020. It's no, I believe I can and I will. I will do that by the end of 2020. I will reach this goal. I can and I will. So it's not an option to fail. That's the change in your mindset that I want you to make. It's not an option to fail. It might take longer. You might have a ton of pivots and changes, but it's going to happen no matter what. Opportunities will come. People will come into your community. When you're focused on that one thing, when you focused on what your commitment is, opportunities are going to come your way because you're going to start to pursue your purpose and your passion, your calling, and go towards that dream of yours. People are going to start coming into your community. You're going to find books. All of a sudden, there's going to be a book pop up. You're going to go to the library, and all of a sudden, right there, there's going to be a book, and it's going to help you reach your dream because you are committed to it. And all of a sudden, you have a plan of action. So if you can make that mental commitment, then you can proceed, and then you can actually change your life with what I'm going to share with you. Because if you don't make that commitment, all the stuff that I teach here at Classy Career Girl and in our class membership, all of that stuff it's just content. It's just learning. You're not actually taking action. And it's great to learn. I love learning. Never stop learning is a value that we have here at Classy Career Girl. It's great to learn. And it's great to learn more and fill your brain up, but it's going to be great for you to grow and for you to take action, for you to commit and take action. And you're not going to be able to make that change that you want to make if you aren't actually taking action. And I know you will have that impact that you want to make and that wonderful career that I know you want to have. And so it starts with a commitment, and that makes the actions and the possibilities and the new opportunities so much easier. So that's why this lesson is so important. And I've struggled with this as well. I will tell you that there were many, many years I had this dream of creating a physical planner. I wanted to create a physical planner. And for years and years, it was a dream. I never fully committed, which is why it didn't happen for 3 years. And I never thought it was possible for me to create a physical product, a physical planner, and to sell it and have people actually buy it. And so that's why it was this dream. It was this great goal. I'm sure I wrote it down January 1st, it was that's my dream, but I had never committed. I never actually believed that I had what it took to create a physical planner because I had no idea how to do it. And it wasn't until I told my mastermind group, which is a group of 4 other women. We're all moms. We would meet every other week. And I told them about this dream, which was super scary to tell someone about a goal. If you've ever told someone a goal, after you make the commitment, that's what you got to do next, because that holds you to it. When you tell someone else and they believe in you, then it's really a possibility. And so I told my mastermind group, very scared to tell them, and they immediately were like, you should totally do that. People would buy it. You should totally make a planner. So all of a sudden, I made the commitment, and then I had my mastermind group who all believed that I could do this as well. And that was just the momentum that I needed. So on that call with my mastermind, they asked me on the call, when are you going to get it done, Anna? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I want to create a planner. Maybe I should create a plan to create my own planner, right? So they asked me what are the steps that you need to take? Break it down, Anna. What are you going to do? This is your dream. You've wanted to do this for 3 years. When are you going to do it? And they held me accountable, and they made me make a commitment. And for a lot of you, I did make this planner. We have the Create Your Future 90-Day Physical Planner, and it became a physical product. And many of you probably use it to create your 90-day plans. It's, we have the free digital one on our website, and then we also have the physical one, and it became a physical product. So many of you guys probably use it. This really is the backstory, because it didn't happen for years and years. It didn't happen until I actually made a commitment. And let me tell you how fast things happened. Once I made that commitment, I had that planner in my hands in 60 days. 60 days. That's all it took. 2 months. I dreamed about it for 3 years. When I made the commitment, I had it in my hands in 2 months later. So when I made that commitment, when I made that commitment, then I listed out all of the steps, and I was just going to get started taking those baby steps. Like the first step was like to start emailing printers, but it was something I had been afraid to do for 3 years. And it became fun. Like once you make the commitment, it's fun. It's exciting because you're in it. You know, you're going to make it happen. You're going to read this commitment every single day, and it's going to happen. And I will tell you, once you make that commitment, you take that first step, all of the other steps become so much clearer. And so for me, I was so scared because I had no idea what step I needed to take. So I had to Google it. Like there's this thing called Google that'll tell you the first step that you need to do to reach your goal. And I had to ask a friend where to start as well. And so my friend pointed me in the right direction. I had sent an email to a printer, and basically the rest was history. You know, things just moved so fast. Once I made the commitment, took that first step. So it could be just even as simple as Googling something like I did, and you're off and running. So there's 3 things that I want you to focus on when it comes to making a commitment. They're super simple. They're super easy. And basically it's just making a commitment to launch your dream career no matter what. Okay, so here are the 3 things I want you to do today so that it can help you make that mental commitment to launch your dream career business no matter what. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to make a contract with yourself. I want you to sign it. I want you to date it. This is what I want you to review every single day is your commitment, the commitment that you have to finding your dream career. And, you know, I'll give you just kind of a little template that I recommend saying, and this will be on the blog. If you want to go to the blog, you can grab these words, or you can just listen to them and commit right now as you're listening, commit to your goal and your dream. Maybe you're driving or working out or something, and so you can't write something down. So listen to me and commit as I say these things. So I understand that I am undertaking a journey to launch my dream career or business. I commit myself to the duration of this launch. I commit to making time for my goals, for stepping outside my comfort zone, for showing up where I can to get support and ask questions. I further understand that this training will raise issues and emotions for me to deal with as I begin the process of launching my dream career or business. I commit myself to excellent self-care, adequate sleep, diet, exercise, and pampering for the duration of my dream career launch. Signature and date. Okay, keep that close. And also commit to what your goal is. I also want you to write down, what is your non-negotiable goal? What is your one thing? What is your vision? What are you committing to today? So that's the first thing I want you to do. Make that commitment. The second thing I want you to remember, now that you've made this commitment, is I want you to remember that there is always a way, and you are going to find a way. Tony Robbins says, if I am committed, there's always a way. There's always a way, guys. There's always a way. Just like that planner for 3 years, I dreamed about it. There was a way. There was always a way. All of those 3 years that I just thought about it, there was a way. Other people print planners, guys. Like there are other people out there that are doing what you want to do. All I needed to do was reach out and ask. All I needed to do was do a quick Google search to find the way. So don't get stuck in the I have no idea what step I need to take. I have no idea what I need to do. You just need to find the way. And the third thing that I want you to do is I want you to find someone to keep you accountable. I want you to find an accountability partner. If you're listening to this and you're in our class membership, you know we have an accountability partner program. You can find a buddy who will help you do that. But even if you're not in our membership, reach out to a friend, to a family member, to someone in the Classy Career Girl Network Facebook group. Reach out and just say, I want an accountability partner. Is anyone here? I need an accountability because I have this goal, this dream, this vision. This is where I'm headed. And I need someone to help me stay accountable so we can support each other. This is not fun to do alone. We want to support each other. This is what we're all about here at Classy Career Girl, supporting each other and launching our dream careers and businesses. And so that perfect accountability partner is out there for you. They want you just as much as you want them. So go find them. So I hope this is helpful. I would love to hear what your commitment is, what your dream is, what your goal is, what you are going after. So share with us in the Classy Career Girl Network Facebook group. Share with us what your goal is, what your dream is, what you're working on. I would love to hear your feedback from today's podcast episode, or share it on Instagram. Tag me on Instagram, share in your stories or on your Instagram profile and tag me at Classy Career Girl. I would love to cheer you on and be your accountability partner and cheer you on and support you in reaching your goals and dreams too. I'll see you guys next time. Hey there, it's Anna Runyon, and I would like to invite you to my upcoming free masterclass called How to Plan, Design, and Launch Your Dream Career or Business Without Wasting Time or Money. I'm going to go over 3 simple strategies to go from feeling stuck at work to waking up excited every single Monday. So you can save your seat at www.classycareergirl.com/masterclass.